Assalamu alaikum everybody. I'm sorry about the angle of the video. Today's video, inshallah, will just be about an update about what's been going on and why I haven't been able to do a video lately, and just talking about my upcoming surgery, inshallah. So let's get really quickly into it. I haven't been able to do a video because I've been in a lot of pain, and it's just been really hard. So sorry, guys. But thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel, who has been watching my videos and giving me so much good feedback. I thank you so much. Don't mind my hijab, I just swung it on right now. Okay, my upcoming surgery. Inshallah, hopefully, I have an appointment next month on the 15th at the hospital for special surgery. And this is just a surgery consultation, just going over all the ins and outs of my upcoming surgery, inshallah. I will be getting I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going to abbreviate it. ACDF. And it's anterior discectomy cervical fusion, something like that. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm going to tell you why I have to get this surgery. Unfortunately, January of last year, I was in a rear-end car accident. Some lady rear-ended me at like 40 miles an hour at a red light. So, during after the accident happened, while everything was going on, when I first got out the car and we were just inspecting, what was the damages to the car or whatever, I had a little bit of migraine, but I didn't think nothing of it, actually. I just thought it was, my adrenaline rushing and whatnot. So, after we had the police report or whatever, I was actually driving back on my way home, because this happened right after I got out of work. I was actually driving on my way home, and I was stopped at a light ready to get on the Brooklyn Bridge, and that's when we were rear-ended. So, when we were left after we did the report or whatever, I'm driving back home, and my legs just went completely numb. I just got a real bad shooting pain in my neck, and my legs went numb, I couldn't feel them at all. And my toes, they just felt like little ants were crawling on them, but I really couldn't move them. It was just completely numb. And so my fiance pulled over, and we called the ambulance, and the ambulance pulled me out of the car or whatever. And we went to the hospital, and they just, they gave me a couple painkillers, and they diagnosed it as a whiplash. So even after that, I was still in a lot of pain, and I went back into the emergency room, and they were just like, oh, it's just whiplash, it happens, blah, blah, blah. I didn't find out until probably maybe a couple of weeks later that the reason why I was having these pains was because I had herniated discs. My MRI results showed that I had 3 cervical, C4, C5, and C6 were herniated. And in my lumbar, which is my lower back, I had L2 and L1 that were just bulging discs. So, that's when I found out that, I had these herniated discs, and, it may cause tingling and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't until later when actually someone, showed it to me and actually, told me what was really going on. My cervical herniated discs are still impinging on my spinal cord, so that's why I get these sharp pains down my arms and down my legs, and I get really bad migraines, and my neck stiffens a lot. So I really didn't know that. So at first, the orthopedist just prescribed physical therapy, and he was just like, well, these types of injuries, they usually heal themselves within 3 to 6 months. So unfortunately for me, that didn't happen. My injuries didn't heal themselves, so I was still in a lot of pain. So my neurologist, prescribed that I continue to go to physical therapy, and that since I'm still in this pain and it's gradually getting worse, that the next step would be getting cortisone shots, which is basically a steroid shot that they put in where it's herniated, and it's supposed to relieve you of pain. Now, before I got these shots done, I was informed of the risks, and the risks were to either, the cortisone shots would either relieve me of my pain, or they would intensify my pain, or I'll get better. So, or I'll get to the same, I'm sorry. So unfortunately for me, my pain just got worse. So when I first got into the accident, my right arm and hand and my right leg would go numb on me, and I would get sharp pains. Unfortunately, after I got the cortisone shots, I got pain on both sides. So I would get pains down both of my legs and down both of my arms. So both of my legs and both of my arms would get worse. And I'm in a back brace probably about 12 to 16 hours of the day. And unfortunately, I have to walk with a cane because I just can't take the pressure on my legs. So after, I did the cortisone shots, I spoke to my doctor, like, listen, this didn't help me, it made me worse. I was recommended surgery. I was recommended surgery in like 3 months after the accident, but I felt like, that was to the extreme, because everyone, my doctors would tell me, oh, it's going to heal on its own, blah, blah, blah. So surgery was really like the last thing on my mind. It wasn't until then that I found out, after I got my cortisone shots, that surgery would be my best option now. Because if I don't go through surgery, since the accident happened, I've just been gradually getting worse. There's a possibility that I can still get worse, and I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life. So surgery was recommended. And I went in for my first surgery consultation last month in December. I spoke to an orthopedic surgeon about it, and he showed me which discs on my MRI were herniated, and he showed me like where was impinging on my spinal cord, and he was like, this is why you're in so much pain. He was like, and there is a possibility that since it's been a year that you've been going through this pain, that the disc itself can be further out, and that's why you're getting more pain. So I wanted to get like a second opinion about it, and I did, and the doctors did recommend for me to get this surgery. Now, surgery is not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that this will fix me, but it is the only thing that I can do right now. So, subhanAllah, I was able to get an appointment at one of the best hospitals here in New York, which is the Hospital for Special Surgery. So I was trying to get this appointment since last month, but I had called right before the new year, and it was really hectic, and I was waiting for the appointment. So I kept calling in, and today, subhanAllah, mashallah, I was able to get an appointment for next month on the 15th. And that's not the surgery date, it's just another consultation, just going through the ins and outs of the surgery. So I just wanted to let you guys know and what's been going on with that. Now, things have been really hectic because of these injuries, because it makes it hard for me to pray, because we do have to bow down in ruku, and it puts a lot of strain on my back, and it's just been really, really bad. Like, I haven't been able to work. I haven't worked since the accident, and at times I do get a little depressed because I can't support myself financially. I can't take care of myself. My mom, thank the Lord for her, but, she's been the one that's been taking care of me, Like, she's the one that helps me clean, and, when I have to cook and stuff like that, she's the one that helps me out. So I thank her so much for that. And as well for my fiance, because he's been one of my biggest support systems since this happened. And, it's just been really rough. You know what I mean? But to everyone who has been leaving me comments and subscribing to my channel, you have no idea how, it lifts my spirits, you know what I mean? Because I do get into a really bad depression mode at times because, I am only 21 years old. And it's sad that, I'm not able to do for myself what a normal 21-year-old can do. But, I leave everything in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because, He knows best, and whatever He wishes is fine with me. I just wish that, He does take this pain away from me, because It's hard, but there's nothing really much that I can do. You know, I just have to roll with the punches and pray that, you know, everything goes fine on surgery day, and that just pray that, you know, this does help me in the future, inshallah. So I just wanted to give you guys this update, and if you have any questions, please just comment me, message me. Everyone who has messaged me and comments me knows that I write back to you as soon as I can. And again, I want to thank everyone for all the support that you guys have been giving me since I came to Islam. And Islam has been like the best thing that I have done for myself. It's been the best decision that I've ever made, honestly. And, you know, subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he brought me to Islam, and he took the veil over my eyes and brought me to the truth. So, again, thank you to everybody, and please make a dua for me that everything goes well on surgery day. So, assalamu alaikum, everybody.